Welcome to Grok Talks, where raw ideas become real conversations. Thanks for showing up. There's a peach on my counter that's been staring at me for 2 days. Fuzzy little thing, one soft bruise already starting where it rolled against the salt shaker. Every time I walk past, I think, I should just eat that. Not later, not when the email is done. Right now, and then I don't. I keep saying if I could eat a peach, like it's some elaborate fantasy that requires planning and perfect weather and a white tablecloth, but it's right there. The skin gives under the slightest pressure. You know that first resistance and then the sudden yield, the juice that always finds a way down your wrist no matter how careful you are? The smell that hits before the taste does, something between a flower and a childhood summer you can't quite place. That's the whole event. It takes maybe 90 seconds if you don't rush, and still I stand there, phone in hand, thinking maybe tomorrow when it's riper. There's an old Greek story that keeps looping when I look at it. Tantalus, down in the underworld, the gods stuck him in a pool of clear water with fruit trees leaning over him. Apples, figs, whatever looked good that century. Every time he reaches up, the branches lift just out of grasp. Every time he bends for a drink, the water sinks away. Eternal, almost. That's where we get the word tantalize. He was being punished, of course, but some days I wonder if we don't do a pretty good job of building our own version without any gods required. The peach is not receding. I am. I walk past it on the way to something that feels more urgent and somehow never is. I used the word velleity in my head the other night while I was doing exactly that, walking past, pure velleity. That faint wish that never quite gathers the force to become a decision. It's not even a full desire. It's the ghost of one. You feel it brush your sleeve, and then it's gone, and you're opening another tab. I've been living inside that feeling more than I like to admit. The peach just makes it visible, a small yellow sphere that somehow holds up a mirror to every postponed walk, every unwritten letter, every conversation I meant to start and then let slide, because the timing wasn't perfect. Here's the thing that surprised me when I looked it up. The word peach itself used to carry a longer journey. It comes from the Latin persicum, short for malum persicum, the Persian apple. Traders hauled it west from Persia, though the tree started even farther east, in China. So every time we say the word, we're still quietly saying from Persia, something that once had to cross deserts and mountain passes just to reach a European table, exotic, rare, worth the wait. Now it sits next to the bananas at the store for $1 and change, and we treat it like background furniture. The old meaning knows something we forgot. It was never ordinary. We made it ordinary by having too many, by assuming it would always be there tomorrow, by turning the act of eating one into a low-priority velleity instead of an event. I keep coming back to that juice on the wrist. That's the part that feels almost indecent in a good way. You're standing in your kitchen at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday, and suddenly summer is happening to your hand. No productivity metric, no audience, just the small animal pleasure of being a creature that can taste something sweet that grew on a tree. Tantalus would have wept for that moment, and yet I still find reasons to wait for a better one. Maybe the real punishment isn't the fruit pulling away. It's us deciding that ordinary sweetness requires special permission. Maybe we invent little barriers, must finish the list first, must be the perfect peach, must be outside under a tree like some goddamn commercial, and then we call the resulting emptiness adulthood. But the peach doesn't care about any of that. It just keeps ripening, then over-ripening, then going soft in the bowl while the wish stays faint. Maybe the real punishment isn't the fruit pulling away. I tried it yesterday finally, midday, no ceremony, stood over the sink so the juice could do its worst. It was good, not transcendent, not life-changing, just good in the exact way a peach is good when you stop inventing reasons not to. The bruise was sweetest, of course it was, and for about 30 seconds the velleity shut up completely. No next thing, no better version, just the work of teeth and tongue and the quiet satisfaction of having done the thing instead of circling it. That might be the whole practice. Not grand resolutions, not waiting for the right mood or the farmer's market or a free weekend. Just noticing the small thing that is already within reach and letting the hand move before the mind builds another fence. The peach is only the clearest example. There are others sitting on other counters in your life. Calls, walks, the book that has been open to the same page for a month, the person you keep meaning to thank. You might have noticed I kept saying velleity, Velleity. It means a faint wish that never quite gathers the will to act. That's where most of us live with the simple things. But the peach is still there, or one like it is, and the distance between wishing and tasting is shorter than we pretend. The distance between wishing and tasting is shorter than we pretend. Same time tomorrow, maybe with juice on your wrist.